Good morning, everybody. Good morning. How are you doing today? Great. It's a pleasure to have you once again. And this is another week. Today happens to be the 30th of June 2020. And this is the last day. Well, I believe it's the last day. Yes, it's the last day of the first half of 2020. It's been a roller coaster with the COVID 19 pandemic. And of course, we've seen a lot happen in the market with this lockdown, right? So, continuing now, over a few weeks, a few months, like about 2 months thereabout, we've seen a lot of countries ease up on the lockdown. But now we have cases of this COVID-19, uh, which seems to be coming back. There is a rise in the numbers now, and as a rise in the numbers, that can easily throw us back to another lockdown. And people are fearing for this second phase and what might happen with respect to the second phase. So, with that said, also China is in the news as usual, with respect to the controversial Hong Kong bill that they've passed. Let's see how that goes. A lot of things happening. Uh, Unemployment is on the rise all over the world as well. And yes, of course, forex trading is the business to dive into. So quickly now, looking at what we have in front of us, Euro USD. Uh, this is going to be a case of buy above and sell below. It's going to be a case of buy above and sell below, right? Meaning that if the price should go above this level here, right? If the price should go above this level here, uh, that is this area here of resistance. If it breaks to the other side, and then we have a retrace, right, as a confirmation that the buyers want it, and it pushes higher, then I'm in. And if it breaks down of this support and retraces for another confirmation that the sellers want it, then we will take advantage of either side that the market wants to take. And it's always good to take note of your levels. You can map out your levels, and these are also known as flip zone areas that have acted as support or resistance at one point in time, right? So this is just going to give us a good directional bias as to what's happening in the market and what we are expecting for the week that we're in. Today is Tuesday. That means that we have about 4 more days before the week elapses. And also this week is the NFP week. So look out for some pre-NFP news and so on. So look out for some volatility in the market for this week. Right. So this is Euro USD we have in front of us. So quickly now moving on. If you take notes, as you normally say, Euro USD and USD CHF tend to move in opposite directions. Euro USD is still stuck in a range more or less. This is a buy. This is not a buy or a sell zone area. But if you look at USD CHF, clearly USD CHF has broken out of this area here. And yesterday we had this massive movement for the day. So I would like to see a retracement back here and then push higher. And if that doesn't happen, I would like to see a push higher, and then this area here, let me mark this area here. This area should now act as a flip zone, right? And then we should have price with test here and act as new support and then push higher. Don't forget, always pay attention to your areas of resistance, support, and the rest of them. So you're seeing a lot of resistance here, as you can see, right? Little support here. So that means that if they should break out to the upside and then retrace, I would definitely be looking for a position to go long over here, right? To buy over here. That's what I'll be looking out for, right? I would like to buy at this area here. So this is for USD CHF, and as we said, Euro USD and USD CHF tend to move in opposite directions. Now, quickly now, so that we don't take too much of our time, this is just a quick weekly market analysis review, and then we will give you an update towards the end of the week. Right, so this one here, no brainer, is a cleaner chart than the ones we've been looking at now, a downtrend. So I'm not looking forward to the price retracing to this area of former support. It came close to this, but I'm looking for another retest here and then a follow through. Now, if we get this, good. If we don't, I would watch this new area here that has been has come up as support. This new area here that's come up as support, right? So this is for GBP USD. Moving on, we have AED USD, and Kiwi. That's the Aussie and the Kiwi. Of course, they tend to move in the same direction as well. They're like brothers and sisters, while the Euro USD and USD CHF are like cousins. They move in opposite directions, right? I don't know that that's a good a good thing to say, but well, you understand what we're trying to say. This is just help you to know how to watch the market. So the same thing for Aussie and then for Kiwi. Let's see whether we have this or if we have this. But for now, it is obviously stuck in a range. If you look at the big picture, you could also check the dailies as well. This is stuck in a range, so we need a clearer direction as to what it wants to do. So the same thing for NZD USD. You can see that they're very similar in how they have been behaving, how they have been moving, right? So if you don't get an entry on AED USD, then you should get an entry on NZD USD. Now over to USD JPY, we had some dollar strengths coming in from yesterday. That's what we witnessed on the USD CHF as well. So this is similar to USD CHF, a pullback to here and a push higher. If not, I would most likely only be looking for a sell position when it does this as a form of directional bias, because now for this week, today is Tuesday, the second, more or less the second day of the week. Now we have the market pushing higher, and as we have it pushing higher, it's showing clearly that the buyers are in control, right? So it's all about the directional bias at the end of the day, and then how you enter the market at an area of interest. USD card stuck in a range, as you can see here. The same applies. Break above, retest. We call it BOP, breakout, pullback for an entry higher or for an entry lower. And of course, gold. We have people projecting 1800, especially with the coronavirus still, rearing its head, and of course with the second phase that looks like might probably happen, that might throw everybody back into another lockdown. As a safe haven, a lot of people rush for gold, and that is buying gold. And if you look over time, gold has always been appreciating heavily, right from this 2019 early up till now. It has been in a strong uptrend, right? Obviously with some retracement along the line. Obviously for it to continue to push higher, it has to always retrace to areas of support or resistance, depending on whether it's an uptrend or downtrend. So gold too is also one to watch, and as we have it now, it has been ranging. It has been quiet for yesterday up till now, and then we might have the same thing as we normally say. We'll have it break out to the downside, a retracement, and then follow up down, or break out to the upside, retracement, and follow up. We have other areas of interest, yes, of course, but we have to pay attention to what we have immediate in front of us. If you're looking at it from the support resistance point of view, right, you start to see these levels as we're marking out now. Sorry for my English. And of course, we have a lot here. I don't know whether price will get here this week, but let's see how it goes. We're just looking for a nice, quiet, and safe entry with the trend, right? And that most likely is the trend of the week, and also the overall trend as well would be good for us. So for what we have here, just flipping through these charts that we have, the majors and gold, and also talking about the key things that we have for the fundamentals. I believe later today the Federal Reserve Chair will be giving a speech later today, and then we have the GDP for Canadian dollars. So we might have some volatility some movements today. Let's see how it goes. Don't forget, this is the week for NFP, as we're entering a brand new week, and also the second half of the year 2020 tomorrow. But let's see how this week goes. We need some volatility into the market now. It has been rather quiet and dull. So let's see how it goes. Right. So if this video was helpful, don't forget to comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like button, and that would give us the fuel needed to do more and more videos. Okay, great. Enjoy the rest of the day. It has been a rainy day here in Lagos, Nigeria, and hopefully you're having a good and cool weather as well. Don't forget to stay safe from the pandemic, and all will be well in good time. Okay, great.